told y'all when I got in this lease I would try to tell you the good, bad, and the ugly. Well, today it seems to have gotten ugly. I noticed yesterday that my coolant was running, or my temperature was running a little higher than normal, but it was pretty hot and I had a pretty heavy load, so I didn't really think a lot about it. Well, today I had a light load, and I looked down as I was getting off the highway, and I'm like, man, that seems awfully high, or awfully warm for such a light load. Sorry, saw something out of the corner of my eye. But about that time, everything lit up. Bing, 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 very low coolant, all this stuff. And, well, she went down. It was weird because I'm not losing coolant. There's nothing busted. There's no busted hoses. There's no, I can't see that it's coming from the radiator. And it's only doing it under a load. So if I'm idling, I'm fine. Best I can tell, it's coming from the overflow. But fairly close to a shop. So right now we were in a holding pattern, waiting on a tow truck. Stay tuned. See what we find out. And here we go. This is not what you want to do as an owner-operator. And we're up. All right, so we got over to the shop. We got there about 3 or 4 in the morning, so it was a long night. We got up that morning and brought the truck around, and they started doing some pressure tests, and got the truck up to temperature, and the only thing we could tell was it was just the fan was blowing it everywhere, but we still couldn't see where it was coming from. So the mechanic did a a pressure test, obviously, and he ended up going to the overflow tube and pouring air or spraying air into there to see if we couldn't see better where it's from without the truck running. Because with the truck running, the fan was hitting the fan and just spraying. I mean, it was wild looking. I wish I could have got footage of it, but it happened too quick. As you'll see in this next clip, it was coming from the radiator, and it was coming out a lot. It was coming out pretty good, or pretty bad, depending on which way you want to look at it. But here you go. Take a look at the clip. Damn. All right.
I'd say this plastic tank at the top is cracked.
All right, so as you see at the end of that clip, he said, I'd say it's this plastic tank up top. Well, that is exactly what it turned out being. We replaced the radiator, or we didn't, I didn't, they did. But when they got the radiator pulled out, that plastic tank had about a 4.5-inch crack in it, and that's where all the coolant was coming from. At that point, obviously, I was very relieved because, like I said, we didn't know where it was coming from, and it was coming from the overflow, so I was worried it could be a multitude of different things. So I was relieved that it was just the radiator. The shop was amazing. They got me in and out of there. They had that thing replaced in a day, so if I'd have been, somewhere, I'd probably still be sitting there as far as I know, but they called, got the part, got it to the shop, yanked mine out while they were waiting on the part, threw the new one in, and so far so good. Like I said, I'm just thankful that it wasn't anything more than what it was. It was expensive to get the tow, but I actually got a better deal on that than I thought I would. All in all, it was expensive little endeavor that could have been a lot worse. It just shows you got to be prepared as an owner-op. You got to have some money in the bank to take care of stuff like this. I lost a load because of that, and just the downtime for the day. But they got me replaced that day, and I was on another load that night. So I am thankful for that, and that's all it was. But in the meantime, let's take a quick look at that radiator removal and repair, or I guess remove and replace. All right, like I said, all in all, it could have been a lot worse. I got very lucky that I was where I was at the time. I was able to get up to that shop where we knew some people, and they took care of me. They ordered the part, or they diagnosed it, ordered the part, and got me in and out that day, which was a blessing. So it wasn't as much downtime as it would have been at a normal shop, such as a TA. I shouldn't say that, but you know where I'm going with that. But as a lease op and an owner op, you got to have money in the bank to cover stuff like that. And if I hadn't had it in there, I'm not real sure what I would have done. But you just got to be prepared for things like that, because these trucks, they will break. I've been very lucky with this one so far, and well, except for the APU, I think you know what I mean by that if you've followed along. With that said, thanks for trucking with T-Bone. Hope you guys are safe out there. Have a good weekend, and we will see you soon.